Good morning, church. Happy Saturday. It is so good to be with you today. We're going to be in Hebrews chapter 13, concluding one of my favorite books of the Bible. I just love the systematic exhortation to understand the reality of who Jesus is, the reminder that there's so much more to our faith, that we can take these deep dives into understanding the person and the work and the nature of Jesus and the supremacy of the new covenant that we have. It has been given to us, and we ought to delight in it. Delight yourself in the Lord, and He will give you the desire of your heart. Now, that delighting yourself in the Lord, if we come into our reading here today, here's a great reminder starting in verse 5. Keep your life free from the love of money. Be satisfied with what you have, for He Himself has said, I will never leave you or abandon you. Therefore we may boldly say, the Lord is my helper. I will not be afraid. What can man do to me? Be free from the love of money. Be satisfied with what you have, because the Lord is with you always. So when we go back to that, thinking about the desire of your heart, when we delight ourselves in God, our values align with Him, and we begin to move in His direction. Remember, earlier it says we're going to fix our eyes on Jesus in chapter 12. The source and the perfecter of our faith. And whatever you look at is what we move towards. That's a human attribute. Try it sometime. We move towards what we look at. And so when we look at Jesus, we're moving towards Him, and He becomes our desire to be more like Him, and all the other desires can fade away. This is real. This is the truth, church, not just some idealized thing that the preacher might say. But when we come to desire Christ fully, then we can have a life like Paul, where we can say, I'm content in every circumstance, rich or poor. I am content because I have Christ with me. When he is sad, writing in 2 Timothy, everyone's abandoned me, but the Lord was with me. We can be like James and John, beat and in prison, and then rejoicing and singing hymns because they were beaten, just like Jesus was. Be content with what you have. The more that we need stuff, material blessings, the less content that we are. We will never be satisfied ever in this life, because there's always the next thing, the better version. We always think, if I just had that log cabin in the woods, I'd be satisfied. If I just had the newest iPhone umpteen, whatever it is, then I'd be cool and be okay. But we have Jesus, the creator of the whole world, who gives us His Holy Spirit. Here's your Saturday encouragement, church, as you take some rest today. Be satisfied in the Lord. Delight in Him, and let Him be your desire, and you already have it. He's all yours, and He loves you, and He's calling you into that deeper relationship all the time. I love you, church. We'll talk to you soon again.